Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins. We're experts at AI coaching and helping professionals like you and your employees upscale in AI.
Today, we are analyzing the release of DeepSeek V4. Our discussion is based on the article DeepSeek offers first look at long-awaited new AI model by Emma W. Thorne, as well as expert analysis from various technology leaders on LinkedIn.
Here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll define what this new frontier model is. Then, we'll get into its performance and key features. After that, we'll analyze its role as an economic game changer and how it's shifting the global AI landscape. And finally, we'll look ahead to what happens next.
So let's start with the basics. What exactly is DeepSeek V4, and why is this announcement so significant?
Well, DeepSeek V4 is a new and very powerful open-source AI model from the Chinese startup DeepSeek. Now, its design objective is really twofold: to compete with the leading proprietary models on performance while being substantially more cost-effective. This really represents a major step for the open-source community.
As expert Jin Conan Wong puts it, what was considered frontier is becoming more accessible. And that's the key takeaway here. This release fundamentally changes the baseline for what we consider a readily available, high-performance AI model.
Okay, so that brings us to the next logical question. Just how good is it? Let's take a look at the performance specs and the key features that make this model so powerful.
The scale is frankly immense. The V4 Pro version is built on 1.6 trillion parameters. Now, parameters are essentially the variables the model uses to learn from data, and 1.6 trillion places it firmly in the upper echelon of model size, right alongside today's most powerful systems.
It also features a 1 million token context window. You can think of the context window as the model's working memory. A window this large allows it to process vast amounts of information. We're talking entire code bases or comprehensive legal documents, all within a single prompt.
Now here's where it gets particularly interesting: the benchmarks. As you can see, DeepSeek V4 is outperforming competitors like Claude's Opus on specific coding and agentic benchmarks. It's not just catching up. In some critical areas, it's actually pulling ahead.
So how is it achieving these results? Well, it's due to some key technical innovations. It uses a hybrid attention mechanism that compresses what's called the KV cache. In simple terms, this dramatically improves its efficiency. The bottom line is that it can handle about 10 times the number of concurrent requests on the same hardware. But beyond pure performance, the really crucial point here is the model's economic impact. This has the potential to completely redefine how AI systems are built and deployed.
And this chart really illustrates the cost disruption perfectly. DeepSeek V4 is being offered at a fraction of the price of the leading models from Anthropic and OpenAI. We're talking about an order of magnitude difference in some cases. You know, this isn't just about saving money on existing applications. When you see both the capability and the cost curves shift this dramatically, it opens the door for entirely new categories of products, especially complex, agentic systems that were previously far too expensive to even consider.
This release also carries significant implications for the broader global technology landscape, particularly the competition between AI ecosystems.
What DeepSeek V4 does is solidify the emergence of a powerful, viable, open-source stack. This presents a direct competitor to the closed, proprietary models that have, until now, dominated the US market.
So what we're seeing is the creation of a dual-stack reality. One stack is supported by the major US tech firms, and now another is emerging, supported by open-source contributions and infrastructure like Huawei's Ascend Supernode. This fragments the landscape, but it also creates more choice for developers and organizations.
As journalist Sarah Therai highlights, the US-China geopolitical AI race is very much alive, and the competition just got more heated. This release isn't just a technical event. It significantly intensifies the technological competition between the two countries.
So finally, let's consider the model's current status and, more importantly, the questions that its release raises for the future of AI.
It's important to remember that the model is still in a preview mode with limited capacity. But its pricing could drop even further later this year with the launch of new Huawei computing clusters. This really underscores that the race to the AI frontier is incredibly dynamic and far from settled.
And this leads us to the critical question for every developer, every entrepreneur, and every business out there. What becomes possible now that simply wasn't before?
And as access to this level of capability broadens, it leaves us to consider where the next wave of innovation will come from. When the frontier becomes more accessible, innovation is no longer limited to just a few well-funded labs.
So, to summarize, DeepSeek V4 is more than just another model. It's a catalyst for change. It resets the baseline for open-source AI, it combines elite performance with truly disruptive economics, and it is actively reshaping the global technology race.
Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. If you like these videos, please use the QR code at the beginning to buy us a coffee, or hire us to coach you or your employees in AI.
We also encourage you to subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel. And please, like, comment, and share this video to help us reach an even wider audience.